Hello, 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 and welcome to yet another TRC podcast where I'm your host, Dane Hennon. To my right, Levi Gates.
What's up, Dane?
Hey. And to my left, Anthony Fisher.
Oh, hey, Dane. What's going on?
Who's in the thumbnail with a vehicle that is indecipherable.
Dun, dun, dun.
It's a little bit strange looking. Anyway, housekeeping. What's going on?
We're jumping in housekeeping.
I'm jumping right in.
You didn't even give me
So before we
warm-up.
started,
Here we
right
go.
before we started, Dane's tummy growled
It
Yeah.
did, very loudly.
quite loudly, and
that
then
kombucha.
then it
Drinking that
came
mooch.
live. So
It's
just wanted to
you know
get
what
that out of there.
You know what that is? It's the
fermentation?
It's the SCOBY with
Yeah.
inside the kombucha, right?
Yep.
It's a symbiotic culture of bacteria and yeast.
Yep,
Delicious.
sure is. Say what you will. Feels good to
It is
drink
delicious. Anyways, jumping into this. So housekeeping this week. So starting with last week, right? We had a very successful launch of Diamond Protect.
Oh,
Yes.
You know, I had my lab coat.
I
Brought
know,
it
you were
in. I was
wearing
going to
it.
wear it today
I
to
know.
start the podcast, but it's very wrinkled,
Yeah.
and the dryer's not hooked up. So I didn't want it to look unpresentable, but maybe Thursday.
Yeah. So, Diamond Protect, man, it's out there. It's alive and well, and it was a very successful launch.
Yeah.
I mean, we have literally sold out of, I think, about a third of the products, which
Yeah.
is crazy.
We got more coming tomorrow.
We got more coming tomorrow.
It's a good
but,
thing.
It's definitely kind of the impact that we wanted to have. And so, in terms of, I mean, people are probably wondering, there's a little bit of background information. We covered a lot of it on Thursday during the Q&A. But long story short,
right, Jamie.
this has been something that's been in the works for over a year now.
Mm-hmm.
This has been the mystery coating that Levi's been testing for a very long time. It's been the stuff that we've been kind of helping
Develop.
develop and move along. And it's it's kind of like the product existed, and it existed in a couple different forms before
Right.
it became what it is today. But the biggest thing was working with NG&T, the parent company,
Yeah.
Diamond Protect, to get this product ready for for
Right.
the
Well,
market and for
and
a very, very competitive coating
To be
market.
fair, for you guys wondering, NG&T approached us and said, "Hey, we've got a coating. We think it's revolutionary. Here's the stuff."
Yeah.
And
You hear a lot of stuff. in
we get
coatings.
a lot of that. We get a lot of that. There's a number of companies who send stuff, show stuff. This is what it does. And we get jaded by it. We get
We've gotten
Yes.
diamond plate coating, right? And I
Yeah,
said,
there-
"What's diamond plate?" It's
There are
always
other
just the
products
name.
with diamond in the name that do not have
Yeah.
nano diamonds. in
So I brought up to them, well, okay, so tell me what's different about your ceramic coating. And the first words they said was, it's not a ceramic, it's a coating. And
them,
it's
which
a
is
composite coating.
intriguing.
And I said, okay, tell me more.
Non-organic.
And then they
coating.
explained. Once they explained the science of it, that made me go, oh, that is very different.
Well, and keep
There's
in mind
nothing like it on the market.
that there was also none of this diamond branding that it has right,
Right,
now.
none of
keep,
it,
keep, in
yeah.
mind, keep in mind, when we were presented this brand, we were presented it in bottles that were white that had the letter A on it, the letter B on it, the letter Z on it, and that was it. I mean,
They look
and-
like scientific samples.
Yeah,
and
and
they
they
were-
said
they-
NG&T on it,
Yeah,
and
that's
that's
the
it.
only clue.
It said
NG&T.
NG&T Lab Sciences, but we were like, this is like this does look like just like you've sent me a lab test of some
Yeah,
type of thing.
literally.
And so we, started playing with it and started using it. I mean, and then we kind of started divvying it out because, people wanted to try different things because some people were interested in the high heat wheel coating. Others were interested in the glass coating. And so we kind of just, set
We
everything out
divvied it
within
up. We
the
literally
office.
got this big box, and we divvied it up, and then we put it on different cars around the company to play with.
And it was just kind of cool because after everything had gone out, we started testing things. Everybody started falling in love with them. That's when we set up the call and we started talking with the team over at NG&T and said, so you can't just bring products out to the market like this. And they're like, oh, we know, and we have to. They had to work on branding for the automotive market, and
They'd
that's
taken
where.
a look, but they hadn't really.
And And I
see
mean,
the way we
and
see
after
it.
talking with them and going back and forth, and we all kind of agreed, we said, hey, this nano diamond technology that you're putting into this, right, this is the most unique thing that you have going for you. And they said that they may have wanted to make a play on that name. And so that's where the Diamond Protect came in. And so, yeah, keep in mind, I mean, that's why I just thought that would be interesting to know, is that when we were presented the brand, Diamond Protect was not a thing.
Yeah, it wasn't a name.
Not at all.
And so, but now it is, and it's something that we're really excited about. So the launch went well. Expect more products on the way. We've gotten a lot of questions about the Pro line and if that will eventually be coming. It will eventually be coming, but keep in mind it will be coming along with a Pro program as well as a lot of kind of cool features, and that stuff is still being developed to this day. And Tony and Matt Ward are helping, kind of curate that and guide that along as well, and the rest of the team over there. And so it's coming, but the consumer line right now, to give you guys an idea, Body 36 is going to be the same as Pro 36. The difference is going to be the size of the bottle, right? So you are still have access to technically a semi-pro to pro coating.
Yeah, technically you do,
3
because it
years.
is.
I mean,
the difference is literally just the size of the bottle.
and in the Pro line, the diamond wheels and diamond glass are the same exact as the consumer. Yeah. So there's no.
They offer a sprayable version for the wheels.
But that's it.
Yeah, that's the only difference.
But the other thing too is that some people are really excited about the sprays. If you want to buy the spray, if you want to get into the Pro sprays down the road, you will have to pick up a gun
and
to
a
be able to
respirator.
do that, and a respirator. So I know a lot of people are excited about it, but keep in mind you still got to make that purchase. You will have the attachment, the nozzle on there, and everything like that for the products. It's just you got to get prepared for it if you want to do that. So Diamond Protect. Freaking awesome. I'm pumped. I'm jacked. I think it went amazing. And then one more thing about them. I got lost last night on YouTube, and I started watching all of the videos that Diamond Protect released.
They just released a bunch of them,
about 5 days ago, right?
It's just like a waterfall of videos.
And the videos are great.
Oh,
Holy
they're
smokes.
amazing. They did a great job with them.
They answer all the main questions.
I literally watched every single one of those videos. I did not know they were as good as what they were. They told us.
We made some videos.
They said we made some videos, and because we're that's cute. Like what'd you make, right? Like,
let's check them out.
Because not that we don't think other people can make great videos. It's just what we've experienced in the past.
When somebody says they're going to make a video, and then you receive,
and then what we've experienced, it's always been kind of disappointing.
It's like a local commercial, and at worst, sometimes it's like a child's project,
or it's filmed with someone's cell phone.
And
at 400, but at 480p.
It's basically like a TikTok film with a potato, kind of thing.
Yeah. Well, so we've seen different things. So when they told us we're going to make videos, I'm like, you guys have so much going on your plate. I don't think you guys are going to make the solid videos that you need to. I was wrong. Yeah. I jumped on their YouTube, and I'm like, these are freaking amazing.
Yeah. When you texted me and said, "Did you see this one? Did you see that one?" I started watching. I did the same thing.
They're good,
and I was like, "Damn, these are great."
They're freaking good.
They don't waste any time. They hit all the major points, and the visuals are super clear and easy.
No, I mean, they got different cars for everything. I mean, they actually shot all these shots in Switzerland. I'm like, how much effort?
That's a lot. They put in a lot. Yeah, look, Tad was with us in spirit.
Yeah, man. So if you guys are listening to this, I mean, go check out the DPT videos. I mean,
go subscribe to the channel.
They literally explain everything.
It just started.
Want to know?
So
I'm going to tell our web team, hey, these are great videos for our website. So
but subscribe to Diamond Protect on YouTube. Yeah. Follow, give them a like on Facebook.
Yes.
Note that there is going to be a group developed for Diamond Protect. That way Matt and Tony can be in there and answer questions for you guys. Stay tuned for that. Like I said, the boys are getting a lot of stuff done. And the goal is to grow this and have it just like any other type of coding company, where there's going to be the ability to ask questions. There's going to be able to show off some work.
You want that support built.
You want to be able to answer and ask these guys the reps. And like we said, Tony, we really like, you guys have seen him in our chats, you've seen him in our groups. Tone Zors,
great guy.
And then Matt Ward, he was my right arm. The easiest way I describe it is he was my right arm for the better part of a decade.
If you like Levi, you'll love Matt.
The guy knows his stuff. So yeah, we're really excited to be a part of this. We're really excited that you guys helped us make such an awesome launch of Diamond Protect.
Yep, it's been awesome. But that's not all. Some other housekeeping things is that we have another big surprise
Oh,
coming.
and like
Can we just calm down
in like 8 days?
10
with
days.
the-
8 days.
that fast?
It's like 8 days.
It's like 8 days.
It's
away.
like 8 days.
There's
Or
a
9
surprise
days.
nobody
9
knows
days.
about
Nine
that's
days.
just right on the horizon.
Another one.
Yeah, so we didn't really. So this is something that's also been in the works for another year.
Well,
and
almost 2 years.
Almost 2 years. Yeah, actually,
The idea's been floated.
it's about
around for
been
even
about a
longer
year
than
and a
that.
half, I would say.
Yeah.
Year and a half from I think like
Yeah.
the first something. And
18
so
months.
We we have another new product coming out, and this is something that has been one of the most requested.
Yeah.
And
Something that's a little near and dear to our hearts.
Oh, it's very
Yes.
near and dear to our hearts, absolutely 100%. But this is something to where, when this
absolutely.
product was being developed, we had to like tell them, hey, you realize what you're trying to do,
Yeah.
and you realize what kind of shoes
Yeah.
you have to fill. And they go, yeah, no, we know. I'm
When you
like,
come for
I'm
the
like,
king,
do
you
I'm
best
like,
not
do-
miss.
I'm like, do you know?
And there were
Do
times
you
when we
know?
were brutally honest.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
no,
And
because
there's
straight
been-
up, if it's not going to be as good, it's
So,
There was a lot
gotta
of
go back
there
to
was
the
a
drawing
lot
board.
of hard conversations in the last year and a half involving this particular thing, but it's a something, right?
Yeah.
It's
Joey,
it's
we're
a
not
thing.
gonna make Luke happy by making a
Gross.
foamy going on.
No, we would never do that
Jeez.
for Luke.
No.
So that will be coming about 9 days, and so expect to start seeing teasers
guess,
of that.
Jeff.
And this is something too to where it does not conflict with Diamond Protec.
No.
There's no negative. It has nothing to do with that at all.
It's its
so if
own
anything,
thing.
it actually be used maybe on
Oh.
Diamond
Nice.
Protec,
I like that.
right?
Huh.
So
Stay tuned for that. We
stay
got a big.
tuned.
It's going to be fun. I think you guys are really going to enjoy that. So that's coming up too.
Yeah.
You know, if we support this particular thing, it's because.
And then
it
this
is-
weekend, we have a sale coming up.
we do. Well, no,
he's like, hold on,
Or not
let
this
me check.
weekend. Next, this weekend.
It's
this weekend, isn't it?
Is it?
Now you're getting them all excited, and there's not even.
Yes,
There
of
it
course.
is.
Yes,
Oh,
yes,
it
yes.
is.
It's
He's on
Labor
it. He's
Day.
on it. Yay.
Labor Day.
Good job.
Do that. Yeah.
3-day weekend.
Yeah. So we are Labor Day. So
Oh, look at Yoshi. No.
Which, speaking
No,
of which,
not that Yoshi.
I do
Sorry.
need to get that verbiage sent over to
Oh, yeah.
Nate. He did ask for that yesterday. He's like, "Can you give me that verbiage?"
Yep.
And I said, "Nate, Labor Day is pretty easy. Happy Labor Day weekend." Here's the sale right now. So, so for that, we will be doing kind of a traditional TRC sale, but a good one, a big
Yeah.
one. And so jump onto the website, make sure to pick up everything you need to pick up. I think that the upcoming week, months, all sorts of stuff, it just feels like, we're on a roll here. Let's
Yeah.
keep it going. And then there is still some new products in the work on the back end of things. The only thing that's really kind of slowing things down is our fearless leader, Jeff Hennon, where I think that if we get him rolling on a couple other things, these new and exciting products, we could probably get things moving faster. I think he's actually trying. I think he's doing everything he can.
Yeah.
I think
But
right now
he's been burning the candle at both ends.
He has,
because he's
yeah.
literally moved out of his house, moved into the new house, had the new old house is ready for sale and is being actively sold. New house is being finished as he's been moving in, and then on top of that, we've had these product launches happening, which have taken up a lot of our time.
Watch
and
us. Watch
in
those
2
happen.
weeks, Dane and I head to the European continent.
We're going
with
right back
with
again.
Jeff Hennon.
with Jeff
And the
Hennon.
thing is, I think there's a couple things that me and him, I'm like, hey, let's get this stuff lined up here for this plan.
He's like, Anthony,
And
I've got to go
before you leave-
I've got to go get vaccinated some more, and I've got to go
He's like, I'm taking
I
off.
got to go to the AAA store and get a couple more travel belts.
So, anyways, but there's more products from TRC is what I'm trying to say specifically.
Yeah.
And so, that's what I mean is that TRC has some stuff that we're developing that I've kind of been creating and stuff with the help of some other people,
Yeah.
and we're going to see what happens. So, that's let's go from there. And does that actually? That's a great question from Joey Belinsky. Does that mean Anthony is running the show solo? So
Dane and I are going to be gone for 2 weeks.
good question. I'm going to be pulling in next day Nate.
Ooh, nice.
I think that's a great idea.
I think I'm going to be pulling in Josh Brodel.
Nice. I like the.
Who else
fill-in
should I pull
hosts.
in?
Do it.
I think it's a great idea.
Yeah.
Should I pull in Jimmy, JW
Ooh.
Media? What about Glenn Shore,
You
Sebastian?
could. You could.
Sebastian
You can
would be
do
an
whatever you
interesting
want.
one.
You've got 4 shows really to do.
Yeah.
4 full shows, or
Wow.
Anthony's
That's
running
true.
it.
Doing the whole Q&A.
Yeah, you're
doing
gonna
the
have
whole
4 shows
podcast,
to do.
2 of each.
Because Dane and I are going to be gone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And remotely, we're going to be all messed up time-wise. We're going to be jet lagged. We won't be able to help
You and I are doing a live, and it's 3 a.m. here.
Right? Yeah,
We're like,
no. That's not
are
gonna
you guys
work.
in bed? It's 6 o'clock. We're just having dinner.
Pull in the smoking chick in the
he's
trunk.
talking about Trish.
Oh.
Talk
Well, I
music.
don't know what you thought maybe that was.
No, but Dane and I we've got less than 2 weeks.
Yep.
We're going to be heading to Germany for Auto Mechanica.
What day do we leave again?
We leave Dane on September 11th.
Oh, okay.
So we're going to be, September 11th, we head, Mountain Town, you can come on down. And then
No stop in the Netherlands this time, unfortunately, Gabriel. Sorry.
But Mountain Town says, invite me down before I head to Europe, because you know who's going to be hanging out with us?
Oh.
Who?
Justin.
Wow.
What?
He's going to be spending time with us. So Dane, Justin, and I, we're going to be getting crunked at the
Nice.
New Air Hotel.
Oh, boy.
Wow.
Thanks to our friends at New Air.
That's great.
Not the same company that made our fridge over there.
I knew where.
No, we're going to be, Justin is going to be over there with us.
Awesome.
And we're going to be having some fun. It's exciting.
I love that.
I'm really excited because we're going to go to,
You
we're
guys
going to be at Auto
Some
Mechanica.
schnitzel's what you're going to have.
I'm eating schnitzel every
some
night.
heavy schnitzel.
Heavy schnitzels.
I'm into the Spätzle.
Heavy spätzles later on in the
Yes.
bathrooms.
What's the potato dumplings that they have? They're called something. There's a word for them that they have.
I don't know.
It's a potato dumpling with like a shredded beef.
I don't know.
type of
You
stuff.
you
And
famously said that you don't like going to Germany. That you said it was one of the countries you
no,
didn't
I
like
think Germany's
traveling
probably.
to.
I think Germany's probably one of the nicest places I've been to. It's so clean, right?
And
it is
everybody
very
smells
clean,
good.
right?
And everybody smells good. That's
And everybody
what you said.
smells good, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
They don't
it's,
just all smell like
so-
meat and cheese?
No,
Oh, okay.
everybody smells
Okay.
like
So-
cologne, which is really nice. I love that people spend money on fancy colognes there.
Yeah. So
and the
why
food is very
do
good.
you not want to go with us?
Why do I not want to go with you?
Yeah.
Because I cannot leave my wife again for another time this year because I have a baby. And
He-
last
he
time I
made a
left, my
commitment.
baby looked different when I came back.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
And I said, that's weird.
Yeah, she'll forget you.
It was
this
even
trip.
weirder when she said, "Who are you?"
Yeah.
Yeah.
This trip. No, this now that she's starting to maybe form some sentences,
Yeah.
that's what's going to happen the next time he comes back. She's going to forget all about him.
Yeah, it's gonna.
It'll be
freak him
just
out.
like in the Ricky Bobby, and you'll just be coming back, and there'll be
I
a
was
whole new
gone for
family,
3 hours.
more kids. And you're like, what the heck?
Well, no, the other day I came home and I came home and she looks at the TV and points and she says Bluey at the TV and I go, what the heck? Did you say Blue? I'm like, are you saying what I think you're saying? And she looks at Bluey. I click the Disney Plus button. She starts clapping and I'm like, you're a genius.
She's
Oh
gotten
my
smart.
I'm like, God, you know what Bluey is on Disney Plus specifically.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Very exciting.
No, yeah, it's pretty crazy when they start like, or you have the morning like my morning this
Yeah.
morning. I listened to Carly go, "Hey, Og, how'd you sleep?" And he's like, kind of fine. And then went and walked into the
no.
living room. So
hitting the
kind of
moody
fine.
teenager
He's
phase.
super upset about like the day. And I'm like, you're 8.
You're 8. What's the worst thing you have going on in
Yeah.
your life? And you guys,
We can't-
we
you're
can't
gonna
go
well,
full emo
Well,
yet.
he
Gonna
did
eat some Frosted Flakes
He
this
does
morning.
have type 1 diabetes. So
I mean, that's okay.
It does kind of bring things back to earth
That's
a little bit.
something.
Yeah.
But let's go ahead and jump into some weekends here.
Sounds good
So,
times.
Levi, get us, or actually, Dane.
Oh,
man.
Dane's
Well,
weekend.
Okay, so my weekend, not too crazy. I mean, I'm doing the streaming thing, as you know, so I've been enjoying that. However, unfortunately, didn't really get to do a lot of that this weekend because I had other activities that I had to
okay.
do. Some of which included helping Anthony do things that will help him on his channel, so we'll see how that pans out.
Anthony doesn't have
Yeah,
a
the
channel.
channel he claims he doesn't have.
It's a Facebook
Under an
reel.
alias he claims
Somebody
he is
else.
not.
They're just Facebook
Somebody
reels.
else.
For a car he claims is either different or doesn't exist than whatever people think it is. So yeah, it's a fun combo. But Jimmy and I helped him out. Drove up Bogus Basin in my van. Had ourselves some wonderful, leaning through corners while filming out the back. Nice rollers, and yeah, it was a good time. It was nice. That was basically Saturday. And on Sunday, it was a little bit of sailing the high seas, doing that kind of stuff. But really, I'm keeping. That's not a euphemism. That's literally just in a video game we were playing as pirates. And yeah, having a really good time doing that. But I stream those, so sometimes our detailing friends pop in and they just want to see something totally off topic. It's
Yeah.
a little bit fun. And I have to show you how to use the Xbox app so that your disembodied voice can join us on our voyages just through your phone.
I'll be
That would
like,
pretty
I
fun.
could be like the ghost of
Yeah,
something.
exactly. You can speak and like give haunted riddles and things.
Mm.
I think that'd be kind of cool.
I'm just sending Nick some more photos from my weekend.
Oh, look at John Green's here.
Whoa,
What
is
the-
Bringing in some...
What the? Oh my God!
what the?
This
What?
is so this arrived from our friend Dan Digna.
Oh my gosh!
He told me this was coming.
Okay, what?
Reindeer sausages are so Levi can enjoy too. Daniel Digna, congrats on the new product line launch.
Oh my God.
my!
Custom
Shut up, dude!
seafoods.
Shut up!
This
Are
is
you
this
kidding
is
me?
so Dan
It's about
text,
to smell like fish.
Dan,
in there.
thank you. Dan texted me for those wondering. Alkaline top hat,
Oh
Look
my
at that.
God, dude! Is
What?
this
summer
This
sausage,
this is
reindeer,
smoked salmon?
Oh my.
reindeer summer sausage,
Oh my God!
more
I am-
jalapeno sticks,
Dude, my mouth's watering right now.
Wow.
Like I'm okay. We got to eat
some more
those.
fish.
My
Yeah,
mouth, dude. My mouth
that's,
is like I'm salivating right
Look
now.
at all
dude.
this. Holy cow. He made it just in time for the... I was hoping we'd have it for the podcast.
Dan, you have to
Oh,
understand. Everything in this box is all of my favorite things.
It's going to be great.
I can't believe it. I'm gonna
That's-
have to. Okay, I'm gonna set this off
Yeah,
to the
we
side.
got to make sure that's secure.
You're going to have
and
to seal that
doesn't-
back
Well,
up.
no, I'm gonna seal this back up and then take it home. You
Oh,
take it
okay.
all of
He's
it
just
home.
gonna take it all
Just
home for
gonna take it all
himself.
I think you're going to have to hand some of that over to John and
Yeah,
Josh a
probably.
little
I don't.
bit.
I think there's gonna be a tax
John's not
on the
getting
way
any
out.
of this.
John just carried it
doesn't
in.
even know who Dan Digna is. If he can tell me where Dan Digna is from,
oh my
right?
God.
And what he does
Well, he's
for a
probably
living.
gonna use
He's probably
context
looked at
clues
that,
like
yeah.
the label on the box.
The fact that it's all Alaskan.
it's very Alaskan.
Yeah.
Thank you, Dan. Appreciate
did
it.
Did John work underneath a BMW with Dan Digna getting his hands bloody? I don't think so. Neither
man.
did Dane, but you know what? It's definitely not going to John.
Neither did Dane.
Solid dig.
Jamie,
Jamie,
great.
new day
Thank
needs
you, brother.
coming soon.
Appreciate it.
Oh,
So
man.
continue on.
Yes.
Continue on.
So I'm kind of dancing around because,
Mm-hmm.
you know, my weekend was mostly just like more chore around the house stuff. Nothing too exciting story-wise.
Yeah.
It's usually not, but occasionally there's something. But in this case, doing the driving around the mountain, super fun. And yes, Force Induction was saying, oh, I was complimenting Anthony for those. That was your work. No, that was not my work with the camera. That was Jimmy's work with the camera. However, I was the one driving. So if you see any roller shots in the future, just know that was us. So, yeah, moving along there. I've also... oh, no.
You know, Dane's going to do a live stream ASMR of him eating sausage.
No, Tad. No. Also, your picture changed in a very
Well,
short amount of
well,
time.
he wanted to update it. Make it
Yeah,
look
that's
nice.
cute. Well, yeah. So beyond that, it was mostly I was trying to reconfigure like my streaming setup now that I got a better sense how stuff works. I got myself another monitor to put on the side so I could plug like my Xbox into it so I can use my nicer streaming setup. Wow, you got the growly tummy now. So I can actually stream using my Streamlabs setup I have on my Mac and run that through like a little processor unit that'll output the footage. Anyway, that way I could play Xbox on there and actually have the nicer like hold screen and starting and waiting and all that stuff. Because when you do it off the Xbox, you can't even see chat. Your little video window for your webcam is like really small. It's all super basic. So this
Yeah.
way I can kind of spruce it up a little.
Okay.
So it's something kind of fun for the future. But yeah, other than that, it was mostly just kind of figuring that out. And I think a buddy of mine may be staying with us for a couple of months now.
Wow.
So I'll have a roommate. That's
Okay.
interesting. But
It's Brandon.
yeah.
He's gone through a hard time in the last couple
He's
of
going through a
years.
hard time. He's had a hard time. So yeah, no, I'm giving him a place
has
for
the
like the
worst
next month
luck.
or two. But yeah, no, it is
the
kind of
worst
amazing.
luck.
I really do feel bad.
I know Dane's trying to be really nice about everything, which he should be, right? I've met Brandon. Brandon's an amazing and he's a very nice guy. Maybe I shouldn't be saying his name on here, but here's the thing, right? He has the worst luck of anybody I've ever heard, and I feel so... You know one of those people that can't catch a break by no fault of their own?
Yeah.
Just that's him, man.
Yeah.
So
There's
Dane,
a little bit of Murphy's Law going on
So
there.
Dane is Dane's stepping in and saying, hey,
Changing the luck.
hey,
Yeah.
you're coming to hang out here. You're gonna be able to live on a mountain with me.
Oh, no,
right?
he was very excited, and he offered to do yard work. So I'm like, sweet.
That is
Okay.
pretty nice. Yeah, you
Yeah.
should give him a Red Ryder and tell him to knock out the whistle pigs.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
You know, keep those away, keep those at bay, and maybe see what he can do about that pool.
Oh no, he and I already threw it in the garbage can, so it's gone now.
good.
Yeah, it's dead. Sorry,
You got
guys.
one. You said
I pulled an Augie. I got out some big shears and I just started stabbing it because it wouldn't fit in the garbage can. So we just started jamming on
threw
it.
it away.
Dane, it's violent.
It's very violent.
Oh my god!
But we managed to get it put away. There were so
awesome.
many ants on that thing.
Sick.
I can't even begin. Like it was terrifying. I was like, nope.
So
You're going away.
what I want to know,
weird.
right?
Yeah.
Where would so up on your property?
I mean, like little ants, like sugar ants, just
and,
lots
and
of little creepy crawlies.
Dane's
Yeah.
property,
Right.
and we call it the Hennon. What was it called? We had the name for the house.
The Hennon Hill House.
No, it's like a hill house, but it was called
The
something.
house on Hennon Hill.
The house on Hennon Hill. Is that what it was?
Yeah.
But we had. What I'm wondering
The
is
Hennon Homestead.
the parking up there is pretty
tight.
Pretty tight.
Yeah.
Right up
Oh,
on,
you're
up
not.
on the mountain.
I'm not gonna make him reconfigure my driveway.
No.
Make
So-
him park at the bottom of the
So
driveway.
where's he parking?
Oh, so he's fine because there's actually an extra spot. So 2 garage spaces, then the carport, then there's a 4th spot just beyond that.
That's Dane's
where's a
RV
gap.
parking. For
But
when he
since
gets
there's
an
no
RV.
he could park his Kia Soul there. He's fine. So yeah, all good.
Nice.
It's a Kia
Unfortunately,
Soul?
you'll also hear his Kia Soul got keyed by a coworker the other day. So a coworker
Oh
who
no!
thought he did something, but it wasn't him. So that coworker took it out on him. It's the worst.
That is
thing.
so nice.
And he was just like, "Do you think there's any chance something could be fixed?" I'm like, "Well, yeah. Let me take a look." I went and looked. Oh my god, it's the worst keying I've seen in such a long time. It's a bright red Kia Soul. The key went down to the bare metal from where the first wheel well is at the front, almost all the way to the back. And there were 2 of them.
Yeah. Pea shimmers.
No, that's
Horrible.
that's what I'm saying, guys. He is
Horrible.
like the worst luck of anybody I've ever met. Like I'm telling you, he can't catch a break. And so the fact that like Dane's being offering, he needs it. This will change this guy's life.
I want to help reorient his life in a positive direction.
Well, and the thing is he works from home or he doesn't work from home.
No. He works on job sites like
Oh, yeah,
construction
yeah,
stuff.
that's
So
true, that's true.
basically, he hauls like high-end custom doors and windows to job sites for like
have
a
him
supply company or
Haul
whatever.
a window over to Levi's house and drop it
I
off.
mean, if you need a new window,
You know,
he says
let's
there's
just
always
say-
like stuff that gets left over that nobody
something
claims.
something goes missing every once in a while.
Well,
There's
it has
something
to
left.
fit.
If I'll give some measurements, and then he can just keep it on a sticky note on himself,
Something
so he
ever
knows.
comes up.
Anything ever
man.
needs falls off a truck that didn't break. Send it over
So,
here.
but this poor guy,
Yes, sorry,
right?
Joey.
So, you know what? You get the house on Hennon Hill, right? Dane, Liz, Callie, Sassy, and whatever the heck else
Brandon.
lives in those woods up on that mountain.
Well, Sassy brings in lizards literally every day.
She's hunting lizards now, which is
Yeah.
amazing. I'm proud of her.
She finds so many.
She's got them.
lizards.
She's got
I had
them
no idea the
paws.
foothills
Catch
had
these
this many
hands,
lizards.
fool. That's what she
Dane,
does.
you're
They're
one
bigger than geckos. I don't know what kind of lizard they are, but they have like the kind of little like dot
Yeah.
toes,
Awesome.
and
That's
they're
awesome.
like orange with charcoal gray markings.
You should
They're
do
cool
some.
looking.
I'm just saying
You should do
he's-
some research and find out if it's an endangered
Well,
species.
Yeah, I
that
should
she's
probably
hit.
check on
with the streaming
It's an
room,
infestation.
the massage chair, and all of that.
Truly a-
he's technically only one person away from having a sitcom, right?
Yeah.
And now people can start busting through the door, and you'd be like, "Whoa, it's a so
Not wrong, Alex. The yard work situation here is a lot easier than
Better the old
would have
house,
been.
yeah. Well, no, you've got the whole upper area,
Right, but
too.
that's kind
You
of
can do
kept
a controlled,
wild and
You could
natural.
do a controlled
No,
burn
Dane.
if needed.
A controlled burn in the foothills would definitely get me in jail. That's what that would
we
do.
need to pay attention to what
He's all
Dane just
got a
said. He said
flamethrower.
he's like the hill. It's all wild and natural, right? Before Dane bought the house, right? That was a well-maintained.
It was a very well-maintained
They're
terraced
lying.
garden.
No,
They're
It was
lying.
a terraced garden with water.
There was no weeds on that hill. I remember looking,
Yeah.
and it was mulch, and it had a drip line system.
She had a drip line
There's a
system
drip
for the
line
trees.
system, yes, but it was all yellow wild grass that was all up through there. That
But it
was
like,
not something
manicured.
that I added.
Yeah.
That
It
was
like,
already
it was
there.
like it was done up. It was nice.
No, literally, they told me, they're like, we just let that go. We pull the weeds, but that's it.
Oh,
Dane
how are the
didn't
weeds-
literally
pull
how it is.
How are the weeds going?
The weeds up there are not bad. Down
good.
on the driveway, yeah, there's a couple, including one that I just noticed that is literally 5 feet tall. So that's exciting.
House
But
on
it just
Hennon
means I'm
Hill.
pulling a tree out. So
Yeah. Well, that's
Yeah.
hilarious.
I love this.
Yeah, so
Good stuff.
you're welcome. More content, I guess.
Dane's live streaming from the garden.
And people
No,
didn't
it's
know.
funny. Where I'm live streaming from, I'm facing a window. I can open it. I can see up the hill.
Yeah, great. Dane now is going to do a live stream ASMR of him eating sausage. I realized that picture's from a few years old. Yeah, so no, meat does absolutely anger me. I get very. It's part of like probably like my core values of maybe my ancestral history of being able to protect the meat, right, and protect the protein, right?
Yeah.
Because if you know what I'm saying, you know
Primal.
So it's primal. Like when I'm at a
If you and
barbecue.
I,
If I'm at a barbecue and somebody's cutting meat and I see that they've taken far too much, right? I look at them like,
well, remember.
did you not leave enough for the rest of the
Well,
tribe?
remember when we went on our previous East Coast adventure?
Yeah.
You and we ordered our steaks there at Prime and Beyond. Delicious steakhouse.
What was it, 22 ounces?
22-ounce porterhouses. We were eating these suckers. And as we were talking about how delicious they were, we watched Morgan
Yeah.
take
2 bites.
2 bites.
She says I'm full.
And then said, I'm full. This is really good, though.
This is really good. I'm going to New York, so somebody has to take this.
And
What
Anthony
I would
and
give to have the figure
Yeah.
of someone who eats 2 bites and goes, I'm full.
And I look at her and I say, "Are you kidding me right now?
this is like literally the best steak in the
It's
world.
like the best steak we've had in your." She's like, well, I just don't want it. She's
This is
like,
a
and I
crime.
can't take it with me because
Yeah.
I'm going. And so me and Levi look at each other. I said, "What do you want? We have to split this.
We have to give this a good home.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
man.
so we cut that steak in half, and we each ate it.
So we were sweating.
We
But
did
like
have
the-
some
no.
meat, but we had to. It
Try
was
tape,
one of
it
those
just
things.
it disappears.
But yeah, no. So if you're over in the East Coast area, please
Yeah.
check out Prime and Beyond.
No, yeah, no.
Amazing
Tri-tip,
stuff.
tri-tip's probably one of my favorite things, and I cook a pretty mean tri-tip in this very, very good
fan
way.
of ribeye.
Ribeye is amazing.
my
as well.
meat.
Yep.
Ribeye, butter, kosher salt, and fresh ground pepper. That's how I do my
That's
ribeyes.
nice.
Yeah.
I like a filet mignon wrapped in
About
bacon.
half a pound of butter.
Anyways.
Yeah,
So
lots of
continue.
butter.
So I don't know how we got on the meat talk, but
Yeah,
continue
so
on.
somehow we got diverted there. No,
So what else do you do?
That was basically my weekend. Was like get an extra monitor, calibrate some stuff, reorient everything. Now I can set up
Yeah.
the Xbox in there. Brandon will be joining for maybe the next month or two. It looks like. Yeah, so just kind of basic stuff down the list, but. Yeah, the most fun I had was probably shooting what we can't talk about for Anthony yet, but it was
That's
it
cool.
was a good time, so I enjoyed that. But yeah, that's just my weekend in a nutshell. Otherwise, I'm doing the streaming thing, and these
Yeah.
guys seem to be popping in occasionally. I really appreciate that, so thank you.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right.
Levi, what'd you do?
Oh, so my weekend was odd.
Oh,
So last week, my shoulder started hurting, and I dealt with it through most of the week, just kind of quietly, like going, man, my shoulder's just sore. It's just sore. But it was great. Had the guys, had everybody here. We, visited with, Mike from Diamond Pro Tech and having Matt and Tony here. It was great. It was nice. Friday, I woke up and I was in pain. Now, mind you, on Monday morning last week, I went to the orthopedist
Yeah.
to have him take a look at my shoulders.
Yeah. And they got you some images there.
Got some,
showing you that
they did some x-rays.
some
They,
stuff has been broken up.
they did some ultrasounds on my shoulders because I was in pain.
Yeah.
They said, wow, everything looks great. It all looks good.
okay.
Amazed. All the work we've been doing, all the PT you've been doing, you've been really taking care of your shoulders. They're looking really nice. And I said, thank you. Why do they hurt? Why are they in this much pain? Yeah, basically, Alex, they hammered out all the calcium, which was quite delightful that they got rid of it all. But, so they said, well, you've got some bursitis that you're dealing with. Let that kind of go down a little bit. We just got to get rid of the inflammation.
Yeah.
Do you want a cortisone shot? I said,
Yeah.
yeah.
Nothing gets me excited like a cortisone shot, knowing that pain will go away.
I love cortisone shots.
It's amazing.
But I said, he
But it
goes,
will kill you
But he goes,
with
here's
time."
the problem. This is your 15th cortisone shot.
Oh no.
See, I've only had one so far. I have plenty more to go.
And he goes, I need you to not use your shoulder for at least 15 days in the capacity that you normally use it.
Doctor, I
for
can't do
someone-
that. I got to make money.
And that's what I said. I go, well, I've got some details this weekend, and I've got other shoots and things I have to do.
No.
And then I go, but I'm headed to the European continent. I'm going to be doing a transatlantic
Adventure.
Voyage with my good pal Dane.
There we go.
And I will be there for 10 days.
Yeah.
And he goes,
You're going to need your shoulder.
He goes, what if you come in like a week or two, 4 days before your trip, we pop that shoulder with some cortisone, then you go and you just enjoy that trip.
That sounds nice.
And I said, ooh, I like that idea. That would be fun. So I thought, I'll just hold off.
Yeah.
Take a little ibuprofen. Doesn't really do anything for the pain, but it helps the inflammation. And I said, I'll just do that. Slept on my shoulder wrong Thursday night.
No.
Completely threw it out.
Oh, my God. Horrible pain.
Horrible, excruciating pain all day Friday, to the point that I had to lift my arm up
With your other arm.
with my other arm to run my mouse on my computer
that's
at
bad.
work.
Yeah.
And I'd be like having to get it sucked. So basically, I know, right, Joey? Right. So I was in pain Friday. I come home, I call Carly, and she's going to go out with her friends. And I say, are you going out tonight? She goes, yep. I'm like, all right. My shoulder hurts, but whatever. I'll take the kids. We'll go do stuff. So I took the kids. We went to a little Chick-fil-A.
Okay.
On
Chicken
the
nuggets.
busiest night I have ever been at a Chick-fil-A.
Friday or Saturday night?
So it was Friday night at the downtown one.
That was downtown one.
There was a game next door,
yeah.
Oh,
a
baseball
high school game.
Oh, I hate those.
So every
I know what you're talking
team,
about. I know.
cheerleaders,
I've been
parents,
in that parking lot when that's happened.
everybody was there.
I know.
And we had gone inside
the parking
to eat.
lot is already a bad parking lot.
Already
It
a bad
sucks on a
parking
normal
lot.
day.
Yeah,
It
the
sucks on a
parking lot's
normal
already
day.
bad.
So I know. So was the traffic out on the street?
Yes.
Yeah. that's
So
what
we
it is.
pulled
I
in.
know.
I'm like, dang, it's busy. We we have to wait to pull in because all the people walking to the baseball game or whatever it is.
Yeah.
And then we get inside and then we're waiting because I'm like, oh, this is packed. And then we sit down and then it gets even more packed, like 40 people, to the point that I was like, oh, we should be worried about COVID.
Yeah.
Like, this is bad.
This is
like,
enough
there's
people.
too many people in this
Yeah.
building.
It's Chick-fil-A and In-N-Out both have the worst lines of any fast food place.
But yeah,
Last week
so
when I was at Chick-fil-A, dude, bunch of people coughing, and I'm just kind of like, ugh, just get me my food, put it in my motorcycle.
Hold on, let me get my chicken before I get some bird food.
I was like, this is duh. So anyway, we ate at Chick-fil-A, me and the kids, then took them to go get snow cones, finish out the afternoon, right?
Okay.
Headed back home, and I thought, man, it's cooled off a little bit. I really need to clean my garage. So I started picking up my garage, started throwing away stuff. By the way, this weekend, I did clean my garage. I threw away a ton of chemical.
Really?
A ton.
Did it feel good, though, to purge?
Felt really good to purge. Felt really good. I bought these totes at Home Depot that are mini buckets.
Oh.
So they're
The tote, but it's a
they're like a
bucket.
3-gallon bucket with a grit guard in it, and they were like $10 a piece.
Built in?
I bought 3 of them. Well, no, you can take them out.
Oh.
But I built them so I could put chemical in them.
Yeah.
So that way I could just pull them out of the... I was looking at them like, well, I could put these on the shelf, pull them out, and then I've got these little buckets full of product, but they're not huge, and they fit inside my shelving just fine. So pretty sweet. I'll find a picture and post it. But So I cleaned everything out, and then I reorganized a bit, put stuff back together, made the garage a little more friendly. And then right as I was reading, I had to stop right about bath time for the kids because I started having some pretty bad cramping in my shoulder, but enough that it was making me catch my breath.
Oh.
Yeah.
Like I was like, "Ooh, this
Stopping
really
you in your tracks.
kind of hurts." And so I got the kids in their bath, got them done, got their melatonin, and we sit down to read. And we're reading the second Percy Jackson book. Sitting there reading, same thing. I'm having shooting pains into my shoulder, like from my arm.
Oh, it's your right, but your right shoulder, you're good.
Yeah, it's my right shoulder, the one I use the most.
I know, but if it was your left shoulder, I'd say you might be having a heart attack.
Right. So I'm having massive shooting pains.
Yeah.
To the point that I'm catching my breath while reading, to where I'm going, like it was painful enough. I had to stop reading, and I told the kids, guys, I have to stop reading. I can't keep doing it. It's bedtime. And they were like, oh man. And I'm like, Dad's shoulder really
Your father
hurts.
wants to live.
I gotta lay down. Like I can't think. Like this hurts. This was extremely painful.
Yeah.
And so Carly texts, she's like, how's everything going? And I said, I'm fine. I'm just in pain. But there's not really anything I can do about it. I can't take pain medication because it doesn't really affect that part of my body. And it's the one thing I've always noticed is that it just doesn't do anything for my shoulder
Just kinda
joints.
skips that part.
Skips that. Yeah. So I go take a shower after I put the kids to bed. Think hot water, warm it up. Then I go get a bag of ice, put some ice on my shoulder, and I go sit down and start watching some TV. Then I remember, I've got some nerve cream.
Nerve cream.
Rebecca was my Secret Santa this year
Okay.
in our customer service department. She got me this nerve cream that's pretty much lidocaine.
Yeah.
I was going to say, it's probably got to be lidocaine.
Crack that bad boy open. I use it on my hands.
Yeah.
Got a good daub of that.
Yeah, you got that on your finger.
Loaded it into my shoulder.
Get in there.
Just filled that shoulder full of lidocaine.
Yeah.
Then I took it and went and sat down on the couch, started watching some TV, still having these pains, but as I could feel the lidocaine doing its work.
Yeah.
Starting to numb it. And I was like,
Alex Tiger Balm that bad boy.
I was like, holy crap, this is okay. I feel better. Then I got tired, went to bed. I really didn't watch anything because I was so busy trying to focus like my brain on not doing anything with my arm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to find that comfortable position. So then I pass out. I wake up 20 minutes later,
Yeah.
screaming pain.
Oh, no.
Oh no.
Shoulders just on fire. And I'm like, and not like tempered, like it's in pain, absolute pain. And I'm
Catch
like,
a break.
holy crap. So I sit up in bed, like I reposition pillows. I'm trying to get my arm built to where I can just get it to where it's
Yeah.
not hurting. And then I go, I think I have some muscle relaxers from the last time this happened. Found some muscle relaxers
boy.
from 2019.
Ooh. Probably expired.
Thought, screw it. Take one of those.
Even if they're only mildly effective, they're still effective.
Holy crap, Dane, that was the answer.
Oh, okay. All right.
That 2019 muscle relaxer worked like a peach.
Wow.
I
could
wonder what the
literally
side
feel-
effects are going to be.
I could literally feel my arm numbing
Yeah.
and the pain subsiding. And
It's
I
like
drifted.
some lemon ludes from, from
dude,
the 50s, man.
That's what it felt like.
Yeah.
I drifted. My body was ready,
Yes.
and I drifted into a perfect lullaby.
Oh,
Yeah.
boy.
Woke up at 7:30,
Well rested.
screaming pain.
Oh no.
Oh, right back at
But
it
I
again.
fell asleep from midnight to 7:30,
Yeah.
and I actually slept. And
That's
I was like,
important.
I think,
"Oh,
I
thank
think you need
goodness!"
some more muscle relaxers.
Yeah.
Woke up the next morning in absolute pain, and I said, "Let's see what else we can do today first. Let's see what we need to do." Nick was dropping off his Sequoia that morning about 9:30, so he pulled up at 9:30, dropped the Sequoia off. I was putting Diamond Body 36 on it for him and getting some brush scratches that he had gotten out of there. But
pinstripes.
yeah, but I walked out there, and this arm was literally not working, hanging on the side.
Ooh.
So I went and literally detailed his entire car with one arm,
Yeah.
compounded and polished it. I literally was holding my polisher with this hand and guiding it with my pinkies, doing this the whole time. I was exhausted. But what I found out was that I could take my muscle relaxers and not have any adverse effects for my mouth or my brain or any of that. So right after Nick dropped off the car, I washed it, went and took some more muscle relaxers, finished. I did that whole car on muscle relaxers.
I feel like there's some kind of built-in fear that if you took too many of those, you would end up relaxing a little too much. You know,
No, it only gets crazy if you start
That suddenly
throwing
becomes
a couple
laxative
drinks
or
into the
something.
mix with it.
a relaxative. if
But
you will.
yeah, so but anyway, I was able to get it. Was able to get his car completely compounded and polished. Got out the scratches. Really had to do a two-step on the passenger side because of how bad the scratches were. Tried to get him out as much as I could, and then got his other side done. Got it all cleaned up. Got it ready to go. Then did diamond body prep all over the vehicle. And then by then, I kind of hit the max of the temperature in the garage.
Yeah.
I was kind of right at about 80 degrees, and
We
it was
lucked out with this
it was
weekend being a
cool.
lot cooler than
it was.
it's been.
Saturday was cool, but it was still warm.
Yeah.
Like the garage was warm by that afternoon, and so I was like, yeah, it's gonna be cold tomorrow. I'm gonna do this. I'm going to bring this back down.
Yeah.
I'll do this in the morning. I'll coat this in the morning, do my 2 coats when it's cool out. Crack the garage, put the fans there because I was like, I'm going to drop this temperature.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be 55 in the morning. I'm going to make my garage 60 degrees first thing in the morning.
Nice.
And that's what I did. So Saturday night, we just had some pizza and finished the rest of Stranger Things.
Yeah.
Season
How'd the kids
season
do
3.
on the rest of that one?
Augie cried.
Did
Augie bawled.
The clock scare him? The Vecna scare him?
No, we're not. That's season 4, Dane.
Oh,
So we're at season.
Never mind.
We finished season 3. So Augie cried when Alexi passed away.
Okay.
He was very sad about that.
Never even seen that season 3. Never even
Oh,
seen
they're going to
season
have a
2.
harder time next
So
season.
he was very sad about that. So he goes, I'd like to wait 3 weeks to start season 4. And we said, all right, that's fine.
I think there might be some imagery in season 4 that's going to mess him up more than anything previously did.
Well,
So,
we'll see.
Yeah.
See.
Just be
But
prepared
anyway,
to have some
Make
crying
them
kids.
stronger.
So we finished season 3. Then Sunday morning, woke up and chill vibes MOS live stream, right?
Literally chill vibes
hanging
on
out.
Muscle
What's
Flax.
up, guys?
Yeah, just working with one arm, just enjoying it.
I got this.
Yeah. So we finished that. I went out the next morning, got up, made breakfast, and then we started. I started coating the car,
Yeah.
and let me tell you, 60 degrees, 10% humidity, perfect,
I bet. Yeah.
perfect. Anthony, I got half the truck coated
Yeah.
before having to wipe off.
Wow, that's amazing.
And the wipe off was smooth and easy, no problems. Used a creature, and I did half that Sequoia with one creature
wow.
and one applicator.
Jeez,
Impressive.
and how did it look?
It looked great. Then
Pictures look
made
great.
it all the way around. There you go.
Oh my God.
2 coats on that sucker.
Yeah, that's the best of things. ever
Diamond
looked,
Body
actually.
36. Let it sit for 30
But-
for
but
an
you-
hour.
And how long do you polish it for?
How long did I polish it for?
Yeah.
Like hour and a half. Not
Yeah.
much.
What do you have to do? You cut it heavily or what?
I had
It
to
looks-
cut that side heavily.
It's so funny
it
when
looks
these
like-
things are, contaminated and rougher looking. They look like this kind of muddy, like dried blood color on the paint. But when you do them
Oh,
up
that
like
thing-
this, it's
So
impressive how much
I
it's
noticed the glow of the coating versus the parts that weren't coated. You could instantaneously see how much
That
more
obvious.
glossy it was
okay.
Yeah.
after coating a panel. Your right shoulder been diagnosed with arthritis or more tendonitis, both. So JB, I have osteoarthritis, and what that does is it grows a lot of calcium, and then I have a lot of chunks of calcium that break off, and that's a lot of that arthritis. And then the tendonitis I have from overuse of those same joints, shoulders and elbows, all that. Thanks, Joey. Yeah, that grass is looking great in the wash bay. It's one of the features.
Yeah.
Exterior wash
it's,
bay.
It's your collection mat.
It's a perfect capture mat. Sometimes, though, I can see when I've used the wrong chemical and I burned my grass. It's pretty bad.
Oh, well,
But no, so it was finished that, got it coated, and I'll tell you, in that perfect temperature, that was such an easy coating to apply, especially one-handed on muscle relaxers.
You've seen it here.
Saturday, I felt a little bit. Saturday evening, I was able to sleep a little bit better. But Sunday, my shoulder started feeling a little happier.
Yeah.
It wasn't as bad. But that was my weekend was working on those things. Sunday when we finished, I finished picking up the garage. Nick came over, picked up his cut and finish combo was just last cut, man, with a Rupes coarse wool pad, and then I used a green Udos foam to polish as a second topper on some of those. But it was just last cut.
Yeah.
Thank you, CB. A little CBD.
JB.
That nerve cream has CBD in it, but it's like 1%, and then it's like 15% lidocaine, so it's primarily lidocaine doing the work, not the CBD. And then can help where other over the counter. Just speaking. Thank you, I appreciate it. But yeah, so Sunday finished picking up the garage, cleaned it up some more. And then that was really our weekend. It was very simple, very easy,
Yeah.
very light. And then this week, been taking the kids to school. My shoulder still hurts. I will tell you that. It is still in pain. I've got some KT tape on it to just kind of pull it a little bit out of place, so it's just kind of helps put a little tension on it. But other than that, yeah, it's a great time. But I can do this, which I'm look at that.
He's gonna start screaming in pain here soon.
I can do. Can't go too much. I heard it cracking. I heard some cracking going on. Anyway, that was it. So Anthony,
the master of shoulder.
Oh gosh! So Friday night, I don't even remember what the heck I did. I remember I got home. I think I got home and what did we do? We did something. We either watched a TV show or I can't remember what it was. I did something though. Oh yeah, that's what I did. Nope, that's not what I did.
You watch House of the Dragon at all?
I did.
I did watch.
I watched the first episode.
I watched House of the Dragon.
I watched Sunday. We did the same. We did Friday night. We watched one episode, and then Sunday watched the second.
Gotcha.
Yeah, but I'm trying to think. My timing is all weird right now. I'm trying to.
Yeah, that's why I was having trouble thinking of the weekend. I had it all.
I don't know what I did. I don't know what I did Friday night. I think I might have just come home and just hung out. Maybe that's when we played some video games. I think that'd be.
I think we did because we talked about Saturday being the shoot day.
So then on Saturday though, I woke up pretty early and started knocking things out. So on my car, found out that there's a I did not know this, but that's what I did. That's what I did. Friday night, right after I got home from work. Did a quick little engine bay detail.
Oh.
Right. Just a little, just like nothing crazy.
Yeah, well,
but
that's
just,
how you want to unwind
which
on
engine
a Friday
bay?
after work.
Just, what'd you say?
Which engine bay?
Which engine? It's just an engine bay on a car, Dane.
He's got 4 cars. He can pick
And
whichever
so
one, Dane.
it's just
Don't
an
you
engine-
do that, Dane? You've got as many
I was
cars
just
as
seeing
he.
if he'd
doing a
slip
little
up.
engine
I was
bay.
just seeing if he would
No.
accidentally
So
slip up.
It was an engine bay, and so I did a quick little detail. Nothing too crazy. It just needed a little bit of something.
Yeah.
Right. So threw some stuff on there. What I wished is that I used Power Clean. Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ever since I've experienced Magic Wheel Cleaner on an engine bay, it's not the same.
Yeah.
Any other degreaser, any other product, it's not the same. Magic Wheel Cleaner is the GOAT. It's the engine bay cleaning GOAT. It is the best thing ever because when you start seeing that fallout and everything start to turn from all those iron deposits,
It's very satisfying.
you go, this is removing some
Now,
serious
do you do
stuff.
this in your grass or on your driveway?
I do it on my driveway, but I pre-rinse everything in wet first. Pull the car into that area,
Interesting.
right, and then go for it, right, just so that way it's not just getting straight.
Was Magic Wheel Cleaner, was that the first time you used it? Was on our Subaru project car? Was that when we used it?
was
on
the first
engine
time.
bay?
Yeah,
Was
we
the
used it.
first
We were
time?
like, holy crap.
Because
Yeah.
it did.
It does
was
work
shocking.
really well.
Well, it's that, and it's anything like on aluminum things, like so for example, like a transmission case or a block or anything like that. It truly does work a ton.
Forced and Power Clean work great on engines.
Yeah.
For engines that have been really neglected, there's something about Magic Wheel Cleaner and the combination of its chemistry that works really well.
So what I would do is I would do Magic Wheel Cleaner as the pre-treatment, right? Let that set up and dwell. Or another.
I think it's because it's like a gel, so it clings longer.
clings.
It sticks a little
and
better.
the dwell, and then the chemical reaction that
Well,
comes out
and then
of
I would spray that off, and then I would go through with Forced or Green Star Power Clean with a brush and then agitate everything. I think that's the ultimate way to probably clean everything out, and then hit it with either motor plastic or hyper dressing or something like that. So, anyway, so I did a minor engine bay detail, but I had to get it done pretty quick because it was getting dark, and so knocked that out. Then I pulled into the garage and I realized that my shifter cable, there's a shifter cable linkage, right, which was not attached to what it needed to be attached to. It was just one of those things when I bought this vehicle, I looked at it and I said, that's probably okay, right? It's probably not that big of a deal. And I looked closer at it and I was like, oh, this needs to be fixed, right? My transmission, my clutch line, my clutch master cylinder line is resting on top of the transmission. Just on it.
So
not
it's getting-
mounted. It's just jiggling on
Pretty
it.
hot?
And it's hot. And I
Pretty
looked
hot.
at it and I was like, that's probably not where that should go, right? So
Premature
I
wear.
had to do a bolt search around the house. You know, you ever missing a bolt and been like, I can
Yeah.
find a bolt for sure. Did a bolt search. I spent 30 minutes. I'm sweating in my garage. It was hot, dude.
Yeah.
And Katie comes in and she's like, what are you doing? What's going on? I'm like, I'm trying to find a bolt right now. I'm frustrated and I'm hot. I'm like, I can't talk about this right now. And she's like, oh, geez, rude, right?
Yeah, right.
So I'm like, okay, I'm finding my bolt. I get it fixed. I get the one thing fixed, and then I find out that the other thing is broken where it needs to go. I'm like, oh, cool. So that one's just going to stay there. And the reason why I'm stressing out about this is because I'm potentially going on a drive the next day up to Bogus Basin, where I'm probably going to be driving said car.
Yeah, and you don't want to break down.
Relatively hard.
Our premier local mountain road.
I don't want to break down, but I also don't want to have anything go wrong with the clutch, the brakes, or anything like that.
It'd be some impressive footage, though.
It would be.
So with that said,
I
got what I could fixed, cleaned up the engine bay just a little bit more. Nylon brushes also are amazing, right? On anything that is textured. Nylon brushes are the answer, and you can get a bunch of cheap nylon brushes at Harbor Freight if you haven't already been there and pick some up. They're awesome for that. Get a coffee can. So what I have, CJ, is I have a it's not a coffee can. It's just some old Tupperware. It's just a bunch of old Tupperware. But a coffee can, I feel like you probably find up things pretty well, but the reflection inside a coffee can would probably throw me off. But it would look cooler. It'd probably be a little sturdier.
Aesthetic.
So then Saturday I woke up and I had to start getting things ready around the house. And so knocked out a bunch of other stuff. I vacuumed. Katie went and took the baby, and they went to go do I don't know what the heck they went to go do. Oh, it was a play date type of thing with them, their friends. So they went and did that. So I pretty much hung around the house, knocked out everything I needed to do, vacuumed, picked things up, and organized some stuff, organized the garage again for like the second time in 2 weeks. And then I need to start knocking out this yard work that I have to do. But it's just too damn hot, man. I don't know what to do.
No, I know. I did the lawn last weekend, and then this weekend I thought
I don't even want to be out there,
and then I didn't.
I don't even want to be.
And this weekend was cool.
Yeah,
compared
I think
to,
I was enjoying it. I didn't want to do anything.
We haven't had a sub 90 day, and
it's been 2 months almost,
with the exception of 1 or 2 days this weekend.
But it's been almost 2 months of pretty much pure.
And this week,
90s,
hot.
100s. Yeah,
105 tomorrow.
Dude, I know. I'm just.
Today's supposed to be what, 100, 103.
But I mean, what I've noticed though too. I mean, kind of off topic is that I'm drained, man.
Yeah.
I've been lately. I've been so unmotivated for pretty much anything and everything. But I've just been drained. I get home every day and I'm tired. My back hurts, and I just want to not do anything, even though I have so much to do. I'm wondering where that youthful energy is going.
It's gonna come as soon as the fall vibes arrive.
As soon as the fall,
dude, I need
chilly mornings.
What
I need
a hot Americano. I need a Dixon flannel, right? I need to go walk a junkyard first thing in the morning. That's gonna.
I thought he was gonna say pumpkin spice something.
It's gonna bring me life. Is what it's gonna do, dude.
Get you ready.
It's gonna get me ready. So wipe that frost off the windows, looking into whatever parts car I want. Right?
The first day you get up in the morning and there's frost on your windshield for the car that sits outside or whatever. It's a good feeling.
Yeah.
The vitamins Beater and Hunter are Americano, flannel, and cold weather. Yeah. Those are the vitamins we need.
Yes.
No, I take a multivitamin every single day. It's not really kicking in for me right now.
I get sick when I eat those, when I have those multivitamins.
So you have to
I have a multivitamin every day.
You have to eat whenever you take a multivitamin.
But I eat at the same time, and it makes me sick.
Well,
I think it's one of the ingredients.
I take a multivitamin.
Well, there's multivitamins. There's from back in my days of selling slinging supplements. I will tell you that there's multivitamins that don't agree with everybody's body.
I think there's like certain things in them or whatever. It's a shellfish derivative.
Well, there's certain things that can make people feel sick. But anyway, so
Joey, that's not good.
I said the days I drink more Diet Pepsi than I do water, I definitely feel it. Yeah.
Feel better. That's what I feel better when I drink.
Oh, the days drinking more Diet Dr.
Drink
Peppers.
your water.
Yeah,
drink lots and lots of water.
Man, I'm just tired. I think I have a lot going on, but I'm just tired all the time, and so I'm trying to think of what else I did. I got the car prepped for going out to take it out for that night. So did a rinseless wash on it, did some things like that, and everything looked pretty good. Vacuum out the interior, condition the seats, right? Conditioning seats.
Yeah.
Did you use what material are these seats?
It's not fun on a hot day. It's not fun. It's not fun on a hot day.
Did you put a little elephant leather in there?
No, I was actually thinking about it to make it feel more supple.
Yeah, loosen it up a little.
I ended up using a little bit of Color Locks, mild cleaner, and then the conditioner. And it's a great combination, but I agree that you kind of want some of that suppleness to return when sometimes things get a little dried out.
hydrates some of those panels.
I agree. So moving on from there, though, I mean, that's when about 6 o'clock hit, right? And I'm a little stressed because I was like, hey, I want to get this shoot done. But the problem is that I'm thinking to myself, I know when the sun goes down. By 9 o'clock, our sun's down right now, right? We're not at that 10 p.m. sunset anymore. We're at that 9 p.m. sunset. So I told everybody, I said, 6 p.m., let's meet at the rag company, and let's head straight up to this place and get this thing shot and done. Let's go drive this road, go get a couple photos, videos, whatever we need to get. So we meet up, and at this point, we're making pretty good time, right? But let's just say, though,
there's never enough time.
We get to the gas station. We load up on some snacks, whatever we need for going up there. We ended up getting stuck behind, first off, the slowest forerunner we've ever experienced in my entire life. The person went 20 all the way at Bogus.
Wow.
20.
Wow.
People tried to pass, but there were too many cars coming down. There were no gaps where you could actually do it.
There's no gaps, right?
And you know my van ain't passing
So
nobody.
my favorite
That's brutal.
It was a forerunner going 20 miles an hour, right? Behind it, an out of stater who didn't know any better, right? Then it was Dane in the van, and then it was me in a supercar saying,
like literally
saying
the three people in front that you hate.
The three slowest people right there. So I'm like, I cannot be contained like this.
But there were people who come up behind us, and I was willing to pull off in the slow lane, and Jimmy is looking back, and it's like, don't do it, Dane.
No, and Dane would pull over in the slow. He did once.
Yeah.
He pulled in the slow lane. I'm like, what are you doing, Dane? So I followed him thinking something was wrong, and then the car behind me passes me, and I said, why did you pull over? They're the slow ones. Why did you pull over?
Yeah, now we're just even
trying
more,
to be courteous.
Now there's more slow cars.
Now
When
we're
you,
going
when you
even-
think about it, we were all stuck in the same boat, though. So the guy who got past us was just
crappy.
like, well, crap.
It was crappy. The whole thing was super crappy. So, anyways, we finally make it up to the spot. But right when we park, I told him, I said, hey, guys.
Good logic,
That's
JB.
right. That's right, JB. That's how I see it.
I told him, and I was trying not to be super antsy, but I was just like, hey.
Tyler, those are fighting words. Take that out of your mouth.
So I told the guys, I said, hey, dude, we got to get going, man. Like, we got to get, like, busting on this in this shoot, right? And everybody's like, no, it's fine. It's really fine. Like, we're going to be fine for light and all this time. And I said, I don't think you realize.
We're
I said
going up a mountain in a canyon.
And I tell them, I say, listen.
understand what a
I look
box
at Jimmy,
canyon is?
I say, Jimmy, I understand that you are a videographer and you're a great cinematographer and you're great at what you do here. But I'm a dad. And I am very aware of when that sun goes down every single day. It's a superpower, right?
Yeah, right.
I know
It happens
sunset,
once the child
sunset is happening at
once
this.
it reaches
I didn't used to know that
the
information.
birth canal. It is bestowed upon.
I didn't know that stuff, and then I became a dad, and now I'm very aware when the sun rises.
No,
and
Joey,
sunsets.
no.
That and when grass needs to be fertilized.
So
it's another one that pops out.
Exactly. And so, anyways, we continue on. Okay, I'm trying not to get too.
I know.
I'm trying to tell the same story, Dane. And you're ruining it. So
Continue.
But anyways, I'm getting frustrated about this whole thing, right? I'm trying not to get frustrated, but we get these great shots and everything's going pretty good. So I'm actually pretty happy at this point. But then we get up to this area, and I'm starting to get really antsy, right?
Right.
I'm watching
because you're like a vampire, but opposite.
I'm watching.
He was fidgety.
I'm watching the movements of both Dane and Jimmy, and I go, molasses.
Yeah.
They're slower than molasses. Jimmy's sitting here like this. So yeah. So anyways, I'm thinking of playing.
Well, you're saying
squad.
all I
I'm
can
thinking
do
of
is sit there because I'm
playing
not doing anything
squad
other than
later
driving.
on, and I'm looking. I'm like, Jimmy, do you need any help? Is there
and
anything?
Dane's just
I'm
drinking
like,
a kombucha,
Is
standing
there
around going,
is there anything that I can
wonder
do
if
to
there's
help
cows out
anybody move faster than what you're going right
Remember
now?
that time we saw cows?
And everybody's like, no, it's chill, dude. It's chill. Like, it's chill.
This is your friendly reminder to say that he's getting all this help for free.
right,
not for
but he
free,
also
Dane.
doesn't want to pay for it.
So I'm just not getting paid.
No, I'm returning a favor that I helped you out with. I remember that you cashed in on one time. It was like years ago.
Yeah.
And so
You probably don't remember. But
I
it's
don't
okay.
remember.
So moving on though.
I remember.
Moving on, there's multiple favors. Moving on. So I'm getting kind of frustrated, and the thing is everything's going pretty good, right? It's just we're losing a ton of light.
Right, yeah.
And I'm trying to grab my own shots and things like that I can do to make this look as good as I possibly can. And the main reason the whole thing is an issue. I had to tell the boys. I said, "You guys, I'm married and I have a daughter, right? I don't get this time often.
Right.
To
No, that
come
was-
out
that was
here.
the big
waste
one.
my
I
time.
don't get this time to come out here often. So this is like a big deal for me to be able to have this time to plan this.
Right.
Because not only am I taking this time, I'm taking more time tomorrow, and I can't do this, especially on a weekend. And they're like, oh, no, I think we get it. I'm like, no,
You don't.
No, you don't get it.
They don't.
You don't
until
get
they
it.
have their own
You
children.
I get it, but I'm
and the
not
time
the one shooting
disappears.
this, so I can't make it go
So,
faster. I just
anyways, it is drive. I know, but it's a combination of everything that had to.
Yeah.
It
drive.
basically
Also, you started with the drone shots.
what
so
I needed.
that
I needed
took a
I needed
while.
a baby driver, right?
Yeah.
And I needed like a rambunctious, like what I needed a baby driver, and I needed one of those takeover kids with a cell phone camera that can quickly turn it out, pick it
Yeah.
up when something bad's about to happen.
Right. Yeah.
With
Exactly.
the combination of those two people,
That's
I would've
literally
been
what
able
I
to
do.
You would've been
on
able to
all
get
of
it
our
all done.
trips.
I would have been able to.
I
Have this
literally
done
am
faster.
that person on all of our trips.
Yeah, but Dane, you were that person, but you also had to be a driver, and I don't
Right.
think it. You. That's where
The only time I drove and
Problems
recorded
came.
at the same
Right.
time was when we had Adam LZ's BMW, and I had to drive the van while also getting your roll
and
shot.
breaking.
Yeah.
Number of
Anyway, though, no. So everything went really good. I mean, I'm super happy. Like we literally made it just in time. It was awesome. It was awesome. So I want to give a huge shout out to Jimmy. Thank you very much.
There
Even
it
though
is. Good
even
job.
though it was feeling very slow, we all pulled it off and it went really well.
Free labor.
And that way, when I went home and Katie said, "So how'd it go? You got it done, right? You can take the baby now." I said,
Yeah.
"Yep, I can take the baby, and everything is good." So
Nice.
no stress,
awesome.
no pressure, right? She says, "Okay, cool." And so to Joey Valencia's point, he says he's hyping this car up more than he car. I'm not trying. I'm not necessarily trying to. I'm
You
just
called
trying,
it a freaking
I'm just-
supercar.
I'm just trying to.
compared to your van.
It is.
I
yeah,
mean,
it's compared to the
everything
van.
is super.
I'm just
powered
trying to
compared
do a
my
good
van.
job.
Well,
I
Elantra's
don't
a
walk
supercar
around telling
compared to
people,
the
"Look
van."
how fast my van is."
I'm trying
Good
to do
God,
the
it has
best-
95 horsepower.
The
Best
Suburban.
job I can as a
My
guy that
favorite-
doesn't have time.
my
anymore.
I
favorite
don't need
day-
to compensate for
My
anything.
favorite day was when
has leather.
it has leather. Yeah.
It does.
My favorite day was leaving the Mr. Gas, and
Yeah.
Anthony and I. Was it you? You were in the van, or were you with me in the Suburban? I think it was
I was in,
Jimmy.
I think
Or was it
with
you in the Suburban? Yeah. So we're in the Suburban. Dane's in the van, and we're getting back onto the interstate.
Yeah.
And we are doing 45, and Dane's got it pegged as he's burning oil out the back of that thing. And we get on the.
That was
I'm
before I
like,
got my
we're not
oil
even up to
fans cooler.
85. Like, and soon as we hit the freeway, I passed Dane,
Yep.
and we just set that baby and went. And I was like, that car's way too slow.
Yeah.
Four gears, 95 horsepower.
scary.
That is not
Frightens
a fast
me.
vehicle.
Frightens me.
When it weighs
Yeah.
So
4,000 pounds.
I
and it
can't.
has
I
that
can't
power,
even.
it's not.
I would be like you, because I also don't get that time away to do those kinds of odd things like that. So I would also, if I was sitting in the passenger side of this supercar with you, I would also be going, "Get out of the way!
Yeah.
Why are you pulling over, Dane?
Some do,
Don't
Tony.
pull over. What are we doing?
Anyway,
We need to get this done."
It all went good. I don't know, Nick. Did you?
Lot
get,
of critique
I sent
for free labor,
I
just
sent, I
saying.
sent a video. I don't know if it actually went
Wow.
through though.
Friends wanting to help.
There
Oh.
you go. All right. So this is just what I shot though. So Jimmy's footage looks quite a bit cooler in my opinion, but I don't know if they have sound on the video.
Car looks great, Anthony.
I'm sure they probably have. Yeah, the car looks great, right? But this is just the vibes.
Yeah, you were there. Plenty of light.
Mm-hmm.
Looks good.
Little whoosh.
Oh man, and
Yeah, there's a wish.
Is that
wow,
Dane
cool.
shaking
And then
that?
there's a logo there. I don't know who's that logo. Nice to cut that out.
Who's that guy?
Anyway, so, but everything went super cool. So I'm really happy that worked out. And then got home, and then Sunday I was wiped, man. I was exhausted. I don't know what was going on with me, but I was just super, super tired. I went to try to go out and do a little bit more stuff, and I told Katie, I said, "Yo, man, I'm like, I don't feel good. Like I'm hot. My back hurts.
Probably COVID.
Probably COVID. My back hurts, and I'm just tired." And she's like, "Okay, well, still gotta hang out with the baby." So I can't remember what I ended up doing, but I did some other stuff, and God, yeah, that's what I did. I went home and went to go. I was at home, and then I left to go run some errands. Came back home. I said, "Hey, I'm going to try to go out and do some more stuff." And she's like, "Okay, cool, sounds good." I left, came right back, and I said, "Yeah, I'm just too tired, so I'm gonna lay down." So I laid down and just kind of hung out around the house, played some more
Yes.
pirate games, and I just needed to just honestly just not do anything and
Decompress a little.
take out the trash, do things like that, and then last night, right, wasn't feeling very good, more so in the area where my heart was just kind of tripping out a little bit, right?
Ooh.
So I thought I'd go for a run to
Yeah,
shock
you got a heart murmur.
shock the system.
something like
to
that.
shock the system.
Yeah.
It's an
a-
arrhythmia that just is getting
I
progressively
hope you saw that
worse.
TikTok I sent you.
So yeah, just make sure that still kicking.
Yeah.
So I was like, maybe I should go for a run right now to try to snap this thing back into place, right?
Yeah.
And so it was like 10 o'clock at night or 9:30 at night. And Kay's like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "I'm putting on my Brooks running shoes." I'm
Right.
getting
Well,
ready.
you are a sponsored
Serious
athlete.
business.
And she's like, "You don't run." I said, "I'm running
I'm
tonight."
gonna try. He
And-
gets 5 steps.
So here's an idea I have. Even though I have really bad arthritis,
Yeah.
one thing I thought of it. I thought of this morning as I was putting on my Brooks running shoes.
Yeah.
I thought I should try and run, and I should document it. Here's me as a 42-year-old man. I'm feeling like I need to run because of the fact that I am a sponsored athlete by Brooks.
Yeah.
I feel like I need to do that, but I also think it'd be hilarious to document every run.
This is my journey.
To where I'm like, yeah, so could
I
only
ran
make
a
it,
quarter mile today.
could only make it there,
Yeah.
So, and then maybe I'm winning marathons. Who knows?
So it's pretty funny because I
So,
I literally
you laced up. What were you wearing?
I was wearing the Adrenalins,
Nice.
the 22s,
Yeah.
and so I threw those on. Was like, all right, let's rock and roll, right? And Katie's like, so where are you gonna run? I'm like, I don't know. I'm just gonna go run.
Yeah.
So I didn't do any stretching, any walking, or anything like that. I
Stretching might have
literally
been good.
opened that door, closed the door, and just started running.
Nice.
Because at this point,
Well, that's-
I'm just trying to get my heart
Have you
back
had any
to.
The Brooks give you that
water
snap.
or-
Nope,
Well,
nope.
quick.
So you
pounce.
did everything wrong.
I
Got it.
literally, I put on a shirt, I threw on some basketball shorts, I put on shoes, and just instantly started running without any stretching or anything like that. Mainly for the fact that like my heart is completely out of rhythm at this point, and I'm just trying to do anything I can to get it back in rhythm.
Yeah.
And so, I mean, because it's either that or go to a hospital. So I started running,
Nice
and things start feeling a little bit better, start feeling pretty good, and I run about half a mile, and then I walked about half a mile. But I did alternating, right? Like, I ran for a little bit, walked, ran, walked, ran, walked.
Yeah.
So I did that all throughout my neighborhood. Felt great. So my feet were extremely comfortable. My arrhythmia was slightly better. And then also,
Look at that, Brooks saving your life.
I just,
Wow.
I was just like, wow, don't have any shin splints. These Brooks are very comfortable. I feel like I'm flying. But the thing is, the Adrenaline 22s are not as comfortable for running as the
No, they're a lot stiffer.
what's it called that we have now?
The new
ones.
glycerins.
Yeah, the new glycerins. The
These new glycerins are
The new
freaking
glycerins
We got the
basically
new-
run for you.
Yeah, we got the new glycerin stealth fits.
They're more
that
comfortable
we wore.
than any shoe I've ever
The
worn.
last-
And as a large person, let me tell
Dane's
you, that
wearing
makes
them.
a difference. I'm
Yeah.
wearing them right now. Holy crap. These
Yeah.
are the
I've got my
best shoes
Adrenalins
I've
on.
ever worn.
Yeah.
Bar none.
Yeah. So, but yeah, those are more comfortable for running. But anyway, so I did a run. I couldn't believe I ran.
Yeah, that's
I
amazing.
literally got,
I'm proud of you.
I literally got home.
We've been
and I
talking
was-
about wanting to do those running meetings here. Something we should probably think about.
So, do you guys check the calendar for next week? So, but what was funny? So I did my run though.
Yeah.
But on my way home, I'm coming in, cutting through my neighborhood. I look over and I say, "Are you freaking kidding me?" I'm like, "Is that what I think it is?" Right?
Trish.
In the
Trish.
distance, no, in the distance,
Oh.
I see the couch bandit or whatever you want to call it has
Couch
struck
dumper.
again. The couch dumper has struck again.
Same couch,
Nick, do you have a
different
photo
couch.
here? There's
Different
another
couch.
one.
Oh, what?
Can you believe it?
Look at that. But
This
that
looks like an
that-
undeveloped part of
but
the
that
Can you
neighborhood.
believe
chair,
it?
That chair looks quite nice.
wing
It
bag.
looks actually that's
Who
pretty nice.
keeps dumping these freaking?
And these are garbage
How-
furniture.
I
was
Like
gonna
if that
say,
was in your
that
house, I'd be
couch-
like, that is gross.
That couch looks like garbage. That is definitely something someone pulled out of a man cave when it finally started to smell too bad.
So anyway, so I had to take an opportunity to get a shot here with my shoe and the couch,
Ooh, product
just so
placement.
you could
Very
see
nice.
that this is the
Wow.
product placement that we're going for.
Yeah.
And so
You were out on
yeah.
a run.
Just hilarious, dude. This is literally I don't know what's going on, man.
Yeah.
Like, there's
What is
so many
on that
couches.
couch? Give us your detailer knowledge.
That's all the
on
vinyl
there?
that's peeled
Yeah,
off.
it's all vinyl that's
Okay.
peeled off. So
Yeah.
anyway, but yeah, I had a great run. Then I got home. I was tired, and I was like, I don't know what to do. I'm gonna go lay down.
Yeah.
And do something. So did that, and that was it. And that was my night last night. And then actually, it was about 10 o'clock. Everything snaps back to normal, and I
Yeah.
go, okay, cool. Well, I
Wow.
guess I'm fine again.
Yeah.
Probably should go to a hospital next time though. So anyway, that was it, man.
Well, I'm proud
That's
that
great, Joey.
that you're still alive.
Yeah, thanks.
And
Maybe I should stop drinking all caffeine.
Brooks helped
perhaps.
you out on that. Last night when I was reading, so my shoulder was feeling better.
Yeah.
Last night I was reading a story to the kids, and I had to pop myself up off the couch to get to dose Augie, right? I pop up off the couch, and I start to fall.
Oop.
So instantaneously, I take my elbow, and I push it into the corner of the couch to pop myself back up.
Okay.
I do that, pop my shoulder.
Yeah.
It makes a noise.
Yeah, like pronounced.
And I go, oh my God. And it straight up starts pulsing.
Oh, that's
Like,
now it's good. Yeah.
Oh,
My
God.
bursa is pulsing inside my arm. And I'm like, oh no, because I thought I had just ruined everything. So needless to say, it was sore again, but I didn't think about it. So hopefully your ailments are gone.
I
I
will
thought mine were
also-
gone, and then I screwed it up.
I'll
So-
see.
I'll point out that the Brooks have saved my feet many a time. You know, I'm famous for
Oh,
rolling
Dane,
my
you're
ankles.
well,
I'm
you
an
walk
ankle
around.
roller.
Yeah.
Well, I made the mistake of wearing Crocs while going around the yard this weekend, and I stepped in a
Rat hole.
dog hole where
Oh.
she dug a hole to put a toy in it in the yard, but it was covered with grass, so it'd been there for a while. So like, it was
It's a trap.
Yeah, I was
Booby
walking.
traps.
I am not exaggerating when I say this might be the most intense, painful, full motion twist I've experienced.
The hard part
with a
is,
Croc on.
ever since we got our Brooks sponsorship, Dane has ceased
Correct.
rolling his ankles
Brooks-
on flat ground.
I have not rolled my ankles in these Brooks, but in my Crocs, yes, this weekend, I heard a consecutive 8 pops in a row, all very rapid fire, just and I just went, holy, and yeah, so I'm sure all my neighbors heard me, but I stumbled and I nearly fell, but I hopped
Well,
on
you're on
one
top of a
leg,
mountain, so of
and
course
then
they're
the
gonna hear
weirdest
you.
thing was, about 5 minutes after the shooting pain, just the worst feelings ever, my leg felt amazing. Like, it felt so much better. I don't
Like
know
a
if it released something.
chiropractic
It was the
pop.
weirdest transition from utter excruciating pain to, oh my God, my leg feels
pretty
great.
good. Feels pretty good. Nice.
I don't know what it released
That's
there,
funny.
but yeah, just saying.
Yeah.
Wear your Brooks to protect your ankles from
There
rolling.
you go. So,
That's it.
that's it. That's a simple,
it.
easy.
Oh,
there you
man.
go. For those of you that are going to be attending Auto Mechanica,
Yes.
please come see Dane and I. It's in I think it's the 13th of September at the Mesa Hall in Frankfurt. For those of you that can attend, it's pretty much like it's bigger than SEMA.
Which is crazy.
5
to
days.
think.
It's a real trade show. We're going to be there. We're sharing a booth with Color Lock, Rag Company Europe, us. John Holt from Rag Company UK is going to be there. So we're super excited. Can't wait
Really
to
good
see
crew.
everybody there. We're next to Color Lock. We're doing stuff with the IDA. It's going to be a fun time, I think.
Yeah.
So for those of you that are wondering, we're going to be there. We'll be in Frankfurt. We're there for the week. Plan on coming to show. Come if you are going to the show, come see us. Come say hi.
Please do. Absolutely. All right, guys. So that pretty much wraps us up.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, as you know, thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. And if you're not subscribed, please do so. And if you haven't clicked like yet on this video, this is the part where I ask you to do that. Helps us get in front of more people. Helps us spread the good word of our weekends, actually, because sometimes we don't even talk about detailing here. But that's okay. That's why you're here. You want to have some fun
right.
on the side. But later this week, we got Q&A Thursday. As always, you can look forward to that. And in the weeks ahead, Anthony is just going to have to figure out what to do without us. So
it out.
it'll be
got it.
exciting to see how that pans out.
Be a good
Got
time.
it.
He's very
I'm
talented.
not
I'm sure
worried.
it'll turn out great. You know, kind of like his future videos when Jimmy and I don't help him anymore. All right, so that's the way to end it. Thanks, guys. See ya.